So I'm finally going to introduce my build for 2K25. I'm going to do multiple builds in 2K25, but my main build, of course, as you're going to know, is going to be my lockdown build and my slasher build. So I'll do my lockdown build today and my slasher build tomorrow. But before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As like of the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put your note game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna go small forward. I am still gonna stay 6'7" with this. I'm also gonna make sure that my wingspan is gonna be to where I have 90 strength without compensating too much of my speed. So we're gonna go right here at 233 pounds to be able to get 90 strength, okay? So you wanna be able to get that move enforcer on gold at least. Keep in mind, you are able to do the 1+, so I'm gonna talk about that along with the cap breakers and the potential there, okay? So first and foremost, what I'm gonna do is get my speed up and my acceleration up, my strength up to a 90, and then I'm gonna get my stamina up to 99. Now, you have to keep in mind also that badges are completely different, as we all know. So we cannot necessarily go 100% off the badges we see here. We wanna go off of what we wanna have theoretically and what is gonna be successful in 2K25. So we're gonna go ahead and keep my vert at 75, right? So now let's just talk about the perimeter defense point, all right? It's always gonna come down to how strong is perimeter defense. You don't want to go roadkill with this. Is legend, perimeter defense going to be the badges for the legend badges, right? Because it's not clamps anymore in 2K25. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like defensive menace or something like that for the perimeter. But at the end of the day, that is going to be something that's really huge. And then you have to ask yourself two questions. And I said this in my other video. Once we figure out what the cap breakers requirements are, so let's say for instance the cap breakers, because it's based upon rep, the first cap breaker you'll get, because it comes in sets of 5, would be maybe like at starter 3. Starter 3 is not necessarily the hardest thing to get, but I haven't still seen, even though the game is about to be over with, there's still not a lot of starter 3s. So if you know that you're someone that's not going to be able to hit starter 3, you want to make your build the way it is right now that you see it and work with that. But if you know that you're going to be hitting starter 3, then you might want to have some leadway and with badges for 5 cap breakers that you can add somewhere else. So for instance, let's say for instance that we want to go ahead and go 93 to be able to get all these badges here, right? So we'll stop at 93. Well, let's see, does 93 give us, let me see, we go 94. So maybe what we want to do is go 99, let's go 92, right? We'll save it, we'll stop at 92 because we know we can add 2 cap breakers, and then that will get us, all this extra stuff, right? So let's just keep that in mind. Let's stop here at 90, let's stop here at 93. Let's do 93, right? We know we have a cap breaker there. Now let's say right here, we want to go 96 to be able to get that interceptor, right? All right. And of course, glove requires a 99 still. Well, guess what? We know by going 99, see right here, by going 99, we went from a 74 to a 79. So why not stop at 96 and say, hey, when I hit starter 3, I'm gonna add 3 cap breakers here, and then I'll have all these badges here. And then of course, in 2K25, a 99 still is a legend glove and right stick gripper and that type of deal. So I will go ahead and stop here at a 96, knowing that I will hit starter 3 and get 5. Now you only get 5. Now you get 5 for starter 3. Let's say for instance it's 5 at starter 3. You get another 5 at veteran 2, and then you get like another 5 at legend, right? When you hit legend or something like that. So keep that in mind. So you might only, even though there's 15 cap breakers total, you have to ask yourself realistically, am I going to get all 15? Like how much of a rep grinder am I? Those are legit questions you need to ask yourself, okay? But someone like myself, I know I'm going to hit whatever it takes to hit to get these, to get my all 15, because I'm going to grind out for it, right? Same thing for block. I want to make sure that I am still put in a position to where all I really want is just chase down on bronze. I just want the animation, so I'm gonna stop here at a 68, okay? Now, when it comes to my pass accuracy, I'm gonna go ahead up to a 77. You really just want to figure out what is going to be the best, the most pass accuracy you need as a lockdown without being, such where you're not throwing lollipops across the court. I'm just going to go ahead for the needle threader on bronze, but keep in mind, with 2K25, You just want to make sure you get like that actual badges that you want and don't go crazy on it because you're just a lockdown, okay? Now, from the shooting standpoint, you want to max this as high out as you can. Right here, this is very working in the dark because we do not know what jump shots are going to be the best. That is the most critical, and I would definitely recommend when you get 2K25, when you make your build, go ahead and just start testing out jump shots. I know you want to get on the game immediately and play, but trust me, if you want to just go ahead and throw away $150, go ahead and make a build and then have a 79 3-ball, and then you realize 2 weeks later, everybody's saying like, yo, Blase Blah jump shot is crazy. And you're like, dang, only L, oh my God, it's an 80? Mine only has a 79, right? So keep that in mind, right? You want to make sure once you make your build, you want to go to your court, my player court, and you want to just start testing out jump shots. You want to test out jump shots. You're like, oh, this is a good little base, boom. All right, oh, this is a good little base, boom. All right, this right here requires an 83, shoot. Let me go ahead, change my build around quick, get an 83. Ooh, I like this one. This one is really smooth, right? That's the beautiful thing about it this year. So shout out to Zach and Wolf on the builder for allowing us to test out animations. That's the same thing for dribbling. I talk about that with my guard builds, but it's the same thing. You want to go ahead, try out all the SIGs, right? Don't listen. It might take you 3 hours, but again, 3 hours of your time testing out animations to save $150, $200 is going to be good, because at the end of the day, you know how it is. It's always going to cost a lot of money to max out a build, maybe like $200. So if you sit there and mess up your first build all because of one attribute, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be pissed off. So just understand you want to test that out. Now, we all know that T-Mac base was the best base, but again, it might not be the best base this year. So even though I'm going 87, I still need to figure out what the best jump shot base is, and that's what I'm going to do, okay? Free throws, same way. I always want to stop at an 80 just to make sure I get a good little free throw, all right? But remember, we still have my cap breakers here. Now, this is another kicker. Standing dunks, driving dunks, we still do not know what's going to be the meta as far as is standing dunks going to be as overpowered as it is. Obviously, I'm heavily embargoed. I'm not speaking on that. But what I will say is that I will still go ahead and go with a very, very, very high standing dunk. All right. I'm going to go with a very, 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 very high standing dunk. So I would probably go all the way up to a 92 on my standing dunk as a lockdown, because I think that that's just going to be the absolute best thing to do for corner sitting, pro-am, rec, park. You just want to have that ability, make sure you can get to the basket and score, okay? Now, the next thing is, of course, is going to be the driving dunk, driving layup scenario. Again, this is perfect timing for the cap breakers, okay? So as you can see here, 75 is where I'm at, but I feel like realistically, I would want to have the ability to get a really good drive. Like for instance, like LeBron James is the 84. I think that's kind of too high. I don't really need that. For me, with a 75 driving dunk, with a 75 vert, 92 standing, I know I can get Giannis dunk packages and Ben Simmons. I do not know if those are going to be the same requirements, but you definitely want to try to figure out how to get Giannis or Ben Simmons with these. So this right here is going to be solid. Now, real quickly, like I said, what I'm able to do now is still get 99 still with my cap breakers here. And then I'm also able to get my perimeter defense all the way up as my cap breakers go to get that to a 99, right? So I'm able to use my cap breakers. So let's say, for instance, the first time I'm saying starter 3, guys. I do not know if starter 3 is going to be the first tier for like the 5 cap breakers, but I'm just giving an example. When I get my first 5 cap breakers, I'll probably go ahead and use my first 3 to get 99 still, so I can get that legend glove. And then I'll use my next 2 on my perimeter defense, which will get me to a 95. And then again, I'll keep using my cap breakers to get 99 perimeter defense and 99 still, because that is what you ultimately want as a lockdown, to have the 99 still, 99 perimeter defense. So I'm able to save attribute points knowing I'm getting my cap breakers by doing this method. So again, that is what you want to do. Now, cap breakers, again, you could go ahead. You cannot use cap breakers anymore here because I'm maxed out, okay? So I got an 87. Cap breakers can only be used if there is still potential there within your meter to fill up, right? So if I stopped here, then I can use cap breakers. But if I'm maxed out as an 87 and the 79 3 ball, you cannot use cap breakers. There has to be space. Like for instance, I can use cap breakers here, 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 because as you can see, I can go all the way up here. All right, all this has potential to be used. Every single spot can be used up, right? The question is, can I use my cap breakers here? No. Can I use my cap breakers here? No. Can I use my cap breakers here? No. All right. Last thing, so I don't want to get long-winded. You see my strength is only, I only have gold and move on forcer. Well, guess what? Now I will use my +1, my +1 to get my immovable forcer up to Hall of Fame. All right. So now I have immovable forcer Hall of Fame. Okay. And then you can also use off rip your +1. You can use on glove and get your glove on gold, or interceptor on legend, right stick ripper on legend, right? You can use your +1. You only get it for tier 1 and a tier 2. So in this instance, I could only use one +1 on my clamps. I couldn't use it. I couldn't use another one on, and then my next one would have to be used on tier A or something like that. So you cannot use your +1 on 2 tier S's, whereas in 2K25 they're not called tier S, A, and C, they're called tier 1 and tier 2. Okay, I know I'm talking fast, but if you do have questions, just kind of let me know in the comment section. I'll answer them. But this would be something similar to my lockdown build in NBA 2K25, and as you can tell, it is not going to be that different from 2K24. It's just that now you can change things a little bit and get your cap breakers. Again, kudos to Wolf and Zach for making a really dope concept with the cap breakers, and of course with the +1 badges, so you're able to really mess around in the builder. What I'll definitely say is that it has become more of a science. Okay, this is a lot of thinking involved, but the cool thing is that, you know, there is going to be some stuff that can help, you know, the casual players out to get something dope off rip. But at the end of the day, this is what we're working with. And you got to take your time. Definitely lean on your creators to help y'all out. Watch a lot of YouTube videos, because you do not want to mess up your first build. Okay. So there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is going to be my 2K25 build, lockdown build. I will be dropping my slasher build tomorrow, which is like my high flyer. I feel like slashing is still gonna be really strong this year, so keep that in mind. But let me know in the comment section what you think. Other than that, this is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon on the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.